Hello, people, it's Cole. Today we'll be flipping through Bon Appe tit. This magazine is from April 1989. The cover promises to be all about fast and fresh and fun, springtime cooking, light and fit and on the go. I do suspect that because it is Bon Appe tit after all, they will find some way to make it be fussy and fancy and complex. But who knows? We shall see. I'm here for you every week with a vintage magazine flip through. So stay right here with me and let's get started. Okay, so on the cover, it's very fast and fresh. It's very 80s. It's very athletic. We have looks like a stone tile floor background here at a diagonal. And then there's like a placemat and some blue and white striped accessories, a napkin, and sweatbands, of course. There's a photo of the gals competing perhaps in some type of running race, or we're just all wearing red, white, and blue and going on a fun friend run. and the food. It is Bon Appe tit, so the food. It's breakfast food, which is fun, I think, for a magazine cover. We don't see that so often. These are also very light, kind of easy breakfast foods. Bowl of yogurt and fruit, orange juice. I don't know what that thing is. Looks like, oh, maybe it's a pot of jam, because we have a scone over here with some strawberry jam. Oh, and I'm just noticing that there's some barbells back here, 5-pound barbells. There's also a stopwatch with a long, very fun yellow cord for something, for timing your 100-meter dash on track and field day. All right, let's get started. Double-page ad for Gorham silverware and fine crystal and fine china. There's a lot of dishes and silverware, crystal and whatever, Waterford glass and things, ads like that in this magazine, which I really like that. Aspirational tableware. Wow. GM minivan. Look at that little minivan down in the distance. What a fantastic shape. I love these. Because it looks like a dust buster. Like it looks like a little vacuum. So cute. So daring. Like a very fun, daring design. I'm really into all of these gorgeous, big, huge double-page ads. Very, investment ads right in the beginning of the magazine. Do you sleep in the nude? You must have discovered the feel of spring made, which is bedding, I suppose. Yes, Floral Festival by Bill Blass for spring made. That's you in the nude in your floral bed. It's a very messy tangle of pillows and things where they have them all over the floor. We're twisted up. We got like a leg sticking out. Looks like she's laying on, I don't even know what, like a wooden bench or something. Cozy with spring made. Another car. Family cars. The heartbeat of America. We're doing some farty squats for ballet. What is that? A plie? Is that right? On some steps, and that's Mom and Dad so proud. So cute. With a big, huge camera filming the special moment. By the way, we do get to get a little peep of Mom's shoes down here. A little teeny kitten heel white shoe, which is perfectly matched to her lovely outfit and her white purse and her French braid that's like rolled and tucked in at the bottom. We're also getting several many flooring ads in here. We have this one for Mannington. It's like a vinyl floor And then this one for Dupont Certified Stain Master Carpet in purple. Purple carpet. Very, very bold. You'll probably spend 10 years with your next carpet. Spend a moment reading why it ought to be Dupont. 10 years. What an interesting perspective to take on doing this kind of very unusual novelty, light lilac purple, and then talking about it as being like, this will have longevity. I wonder well, frankly, if we think about this, 1989 to 1999, someone may have still been happy to have this light purple carpet in 1999. I could still see it. Beautiful. Another beautiful big ad for Andersen Windows. Skylight ad. Isn't that gorgeous? Love these columns. This little sunroom breakfast nook is fabulous. We have a green leather sofa. There's a big, huge, chunky computer back here. These people are rich. It is 1989. We have a home PC. We have some paper grocery bags, which is so great. The man's diamond. I cannot believe it. When will I ever go a video without seeing an ad for the man's diamond? I don't know. I'm on quite a streak now. The man's diamond, again, I have seen ads for this product so many times, which is wonderful. Different ads every time, I should say that. It's always different, but it's always a black and white photo of a man and a woman, like romance, and it's for a man's diamond ring or diamond accessories. The man's diamond. When a woman loves a man, you could give a man a diamond. He could wear a diamond. After his surprise birthday party last year, he insisted he never liked surprises. But after his reaction this year, you could have fooled me. Wow. Very cute kissing couple. Ooh, this is a JCPenney specific man's diamond. So a man's diamond is not like seems as though it's not a brand of diamonds. It's like a advertising concept, basically, to sell diamonds in general. Could be applied to anywhere, including to the JCPenney jeweler. He does not have a diamond on his finger, which usually in these ads he's wearing a diamond on his hand. Oh, it's because he has a tie stud with a diamond. It's so tiny you almost don't see it, but that's the tie stud right there. Do you see that? There's also like a tie clip. There's a ring and another ring with like a hexagon shape. I don't know. I might need to get myself a man's diamond because the universe is trying to tell me something. I really do enjoy all of these expensive interior ads. A gorgeous arched window. I've always wanted a window like this. With a beautiful... Ew, there's a dog outside. With a beautiful, painterly painted fake landscape gorge. Although this is not an ad for windows, this is actually an ad for a bed, for a mattress. Bed sack. Wow. I'm just... Wow, okay. Land's End, Direct Merchants, Oxford shirts. King of the Oxfords. It's a yellow Oxford shirt with a striped tie and a lion's head. A lion is wearing the shirt. We lose a little bit of the image in the centerfold, which is kind of too bad. I mean, it's striking to do this in this way, but it is a bit distorted, unfortunately. I've seen many like 80s kitchen interiors that follow this bright red, maraschino cherry red, and like bright white color scheme. Super cool. And here we see it with macaroni and cheese that has like carrots and peas and broccoli in it. Oh, it's like a 50s reference. Okay. Is that why that was like popping off in the 80s? Was it like a 50s kind of vintage thing or something like that? On this side, a dairy ad, calcium au naturel, cottage cheese, milk, a wedge of cheese, and then some yogurt in some beautiful black octagon-shaped dishware. Very pretty, very pretty, very, I don't know. This is like cosmetics photography. It's so pretty. I guess that's the point. They want it to be like a, you know, classy, sexy thing and not a gross, milky, milky thing. Elizabeth Richardson, model and high jumper, right here. We're doing, it's an ad for vitamins. Vitamins fill the gap. Take the National Vitamin Gap test. She's got a vitamin gap, and she is checking her appearance in a car mirror. Gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous fashion photo there. Shall we take the vitamin gap quiz? Why not? Question 1. Do you drink 3 glasses of low-fat milk every day? No. Do you eat high-fiber cereal or whole wheat bread every day? I might. I eat granola pretty much every day, so that might be a yes. Do you eat fish at least twice a week? No. I like fish, but not that much. Do you eat 4 servings of green or yellow or red vegetables per day? 4 servings? No. Do you eat 2 servings of fruit per day? No. Do you limit fats, sweets, and alcohol? No. Do you maintain desirable weight without periodic dieting? Yes, I do. I'm blessed to say. If you answered no to any of these questions, you may have one of these gaps. Okay, so we've identified that I have a vitamin gap. Well, too bad for me. Chrysler LeBaron. Gorgeous. It's that bright-ass maraschino red. Again, with a gray interior. That's pretty slick. And I love this background, too. Ooh, is this like a little Easter thing? I believe this video is coming out right around Easter or even on Easter. Springtime entertaining freestyle. Easter. You never thought you'd get everyone all together. But when the forsythia bloomed right on cue, that sounds like Victoria, you knew that it would work. One perfect day, and suddenly a new tradition started. So we have some different Knorr-based recipes. There's a cheese tart, potatoes simmered in bouillon, leg of lamb with green peppercorn sauce, asparagus and artichokes. Very springy meal plan here. Coffee ad, the First Colony Coffee and Tea Company. We're having a bit of a contentious coffee date in an expensive looking dark brown wooden heavy room after hours because we undone our bow tie and Miss Ma'am is dumping a whole cup of black coffee into this pot on the floor. They had the best of everything except coffee. It's kind of funny. April Shower Buffet. Another spring entertaining thing. You don't have to have a special occasion to love this easy spring buffet. What are we having? An 80s crudité fancy spring buffet. Canapes, let's see. Smoked salmon cream with crudité. Yes, that's right there. Spring lamb ragout right here over rice. Mixed greens with radishes and walnuts right there. California Zinfandel or French Beaujolais. Those are wines. And chocolate meringue kisses with strawberries. That's quite cute right back there. Nice and light. I like these. I like this like salmon lump, salmon cream cheese loaf right there. Oof. Wizard of Oz collectible figurines. Oh my. Shown actual size of approximately 4 inches high. Tin Man, Scarecrow, Miss Dorothy, and the Lion. And then there's all these other ones over here. Wow. They really have the whole fleet of people. They even have, like, Auntie M, who you hardly see at all. I think that's her, right? And then this one? I actually haven't seen this movie in so long, I don't really know who is who. Wow, you can get this, like, case that has a, like, an etched mirror in the back that shows Oz. If you're a super fan. Frozen meals. Your aerobic workout should be tough, not your chicken. Not all frozen dinners are as choosy about their chicken as Stouffer's Dinner Supreme. We have a chicken parmigiana right there. Make that in the microwave. And here's our meal. It's pasta, chicken, and 4 pieces of broccoli. So healthy. And it seems to be served on this. I think this plate is like... I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually served on this like specific plate. Because this looks like a microwavable disposable plate. But it's kind of fun. I like that manila color. Kahlua White Russians. Everything it touches turns delicious. I think these ads are so gorgeous. They really, I don't know, they're doing stuff with lighting that I think is really special during this time with these food ads. Lipton Orange and Spice Tea. A jewelry ad, another one. Not just the man's diamond. The Cleopatra necklace. Oh, wow. Cleopatra, a reputation for style. Cleopatra, creator of a style so uniquely her own that it said she once welcomed Mark Antony home in a room filled with rose petals. Great style, like classic jewelry, endures. So here we go. Boldly elegant for the woman who likes to let her style show. $195 from the Franklin Mint. It's got a little blue stone, and it's a gold chain that has a pendant in the front that has a profile of Miss Cleopatra. What do you think about that? I like that it's draped over this kind of stone column thing with some pyramids back here and an orange sunset, sunrise sky. The necklace itself, it's a little, I don't know, costume jewelry, costume looking. It's a little odd. Like, I think it could have even been better just, like, pop out that coin from the middle. I don't really think that it needs that. Like, this would, if it was just an open shape with that blue stone, that could be a little more elegant. You can show Cleopatra without literally showing Cleopatra, you know? Yeah. The runners from the cover. Here we are. After workout breakfast. Oh, of course. Duh. Here's the crew. We are enjoying our after workout meal. There's some, I don't know what that is, iced tea or something, orange juice. We got some little pastries with jam and some, maybe like a frittata or something. Everyone looks very colorful and very lively and very healthy because they all go running together. Hello. In jaunty, colorful, stripy workout outfits. This breakfast club, for lack of a better term, is run by someone named Cola Parker. You want to come over for breakfast on Saturday? Asks Cola Parker. Dress in workout stuff and show up at sunrise. Cola. I have had people think that my name is Cola before. That has happened to me, which is interesting. I don't know if that is like identified normally as a men's or a woman's name. I don't know who is Cola in this case. Would that be cute for me? Maybe. Maybe this is Cola. Maybe the blonde is Cola. I'm not quite sure who she is, but One of these people is named Cola. And what a fun breakfast club they have. I don't know. That'd be really hard to get off the ground. But people were very motivated in the 80s, I think. High energy, very ambitious. She's got a real fun house, Cola does. There's a big, huge painting of like a blueberry pie on the wall back here in this breakfast area. And then there's a built-in shelf that has like a black and white checkerboard background, which is quite cute for a kitchen, I think. Wow. Tradewins cocktail party. Tropical drinks and island treats to a calypso beat in no time flat. Okay. So here's what our spread is for the Tradewins cocktail party. Okay. We have rum and champagne punch here in this like with a humongous giant like brick of ice. Isn't that wild? Avocado scallop skewers right here. That looks very teeny and fussy. Can you imagine skewering an avocado on a skewer? That would be like maddening to get that to not just fall right off. Sweet and spicy almonds, savory beef and pork pies, crab with lime mayonnaise. Those crabs look crazy, but they're like black little pinchers. Honey glazed ribs, coconut chicken with mustard. And then that mustard is served out of like a little half coconut. Wowee. Oh, Hummels. Hummel figurines. My grandma collected Hummels. She had this one. I recognize these little girls. Hummels. Kitchen design, Southwestern style. A fabulous mountain view, an adobe fireplace, and lots of pine add up to one terrific looking kitchen. It's very terrific. I love these wood beams. I love this kind of stucco-y wall. This open fireplace is super cool. We're munching on a big pastry and a big half of a pomegranate. Delish. These beams are especially striking because the ceiling is kind of all different angles, right? We have this skylight that's going at one angle, and then there's a flat ceiling up here. The built-in, I guess maybe it's adobe fireplace thing has these steps, which is really, really lovely. There's like a wooden kind of bread box thing. You can display things on that. Gorge. We have this incredible view. I think wooden cabinets get usually a kind of a bad reputation for being ugly or whatever, heavy looking, but they're perfect in this space. Even the dishwasher has like a matching wooden face on it. Oh, here's another view down here. Look at all that wine. I'm super into this. This is a Zoas coffee, like order form, translated from Swedish. Zoas coffee, from our door to your door. It's a different texture. This is like a matte paper, and it's inserted here, and it tells you can cut out. It says do not staple. There's like a fold line. You mark what you want to order, and then you write your credit card number in down here. Just $5. It comes in this with this little container to keep it fresh. Beautiful, beautiful package design on this coffee. And then this side is just fully blank. Business reply mail. How unusual to be. Usually we see these mailer things. I mean, you see this in magazines all the time, but it's usually like a little kind of stick-in, quarter page, half page situation. This is a huge, huge mail-in deal. More crystal. Crystal je t'aime. Huh. Meat and potatoes. Okay, get into this. A classic pair showcased in 4 great tasting suppers. This food photography is wild. Close-ups of meat are always just kind of... It's tough. Tough to not make it be kind of gross looking, but it's intriguing. A study in textures, certainly. We're making ravioli with Lynn Casper of Bon Appe Tit. We are learning to make perfect ravioli. There's the raviolis, and there's Miss Lynn's vibrant, fun, red and yellow outfit on a pitch black void of a background. Oh, and then she's like wormholed into a kitchen somehow. Ooh, colorful, multicolored Reynolds plastic wrap. Our strengths are perfectly clear, and now they're also blue and rose and green and yellow. So these are clear dishes that are wrapped in this colored Reynolds wrap. Crystal blue, crystal green, crystal yellow, and crystal rose. I think that's genius. What a beautiful photo. I told you they were doing like high design lighting for all these ads. It's very striking. Ugh, okay. Back on the topic of the difficulty of photographing meat, this is an island, a food island that is made of piles of meat. Add a touch of Hawaii with the original teriyaki. So this is a full, like, foodscape. Carrots, sugar snap, peas, or I guess they're snow peas. And then we have a glazed chicken, and there's a lobster, and there's some... I don't know what that is, tuna or something, tuna steaks, sliced beef, shrimps. It's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of cool. At first I thought it was gross, but it's kind of growing on me. Go for it with square ham. A very special, very 80s floral arrangement. Pick me up in a rainbow mug for mom. This section I find intriguing. It's a Q&A about wine. You write into this wine expert, Wine Press by Hank Rubin, and it's questions about wine with like very, very lengthy, very informed answers about specific wines. It talks about building your own wine cellar. This one is about like a pear wine that someone bought in Italy that has a whole pear inside of it, and how'd they do that? One of 2 ways. I'll just tell you the answer. The bottle is constructed in 2 parts and fused together with the pear inside, or the pear grows inside of the bottle and the bottle is attached to the pear tree. Either way, wow. Some ways to store your back issues of Bon Appe Tit. Clear magazine storage boxes. There's a magazine kind of bin thing. There's a padded wipe clean like photo album, I guess, for cutting out recipes that you like, and probably plastic like acetate sleeves for those. A painterly ad for Land O'Lakes butter, building a butter dam out of mashed potatoes. That has a lot of butter. Butter on those peas too. Mm-hmm. A guacamole recipe. Beyond guacamole. I wonder if it's the same as what I would expect nowadays. No, well, I guess it's like an elevated guacamole, or that's what they claim it to be. But it has things you would not expect in it, like basil, dried basil, and slivered almonds. I don't know. Why would it have almonds in it? I guess it would give us some texture. Beautiful. Sea tails. Imitation lobster. It's a quiche recipe. It's more breakfast themed. This whole thing has been breakfast themed. Pitcher of orange juice, muffins, and then this quiche. Have brunch with us. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. Cigarette ad. I'd be remiss not to mention a cigarette ad when I see one, because we passed a couple that weren't that interesting. This one I think is interesting. Since when is more white? I think more cigarettes are normally not white. They maybe are like gold or brown or something. They did white packaging. We're wearing all white with white smiles, smoking that long, skinty white cigarette with our clean, fresh, clean girl manicure. New More White Lights 120s. The idea, I'm sure, is that a white cigarette is to make you feel like you're not staining everything, you know, tobacco tar, yellow. Okay, we're getting towards the end here. We have some interesting ads. You could order a whole crate full of onions, Vidalia onions, in case you just need to have that specific fancy onion. Very last page. Spice up quick, stewed tomatoes for a Mardi Gras beef broil, excuse me, Mardi Gras beef broil, made with stewed tomatoes. No thanks. And on this side, feedback, there's a little interview thing with Helen Gurley Brown from Cosmopolitan, which is cool. She's eating some green grapes, and we have an interview. We're asking her things like, do you like to cook? She does, by the way. She likes to make pasta. She's a big grape advocate. For dessert, she proposes that you enjoy Jell-O topped with yogurt and grapes. That's a lot of sugar. Okay, on the back, Waterford Crystal. I think I said something about Waterford Crystal way earlier. It's about how Waterford Crystal takes a long time to make, longer than a standard glass, because it's got to be perfect, you know, it's Waterford. And we have a gorgeous photo with more beautiful, perfect lighting catching all those facets of that glass. We're drinking some type of white wine. Well, there you have it. Bon Appe tit from April 1989. I suppose it did end up being sort of fast and fresh, but there was still, you know. They did have that whole meat and potato sections, so they didn't forget their roots. If you like this video, give it a like. It really helps me out if you do. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you saw anything intriguing, are you going to try some grapes with Jell-O tonight for a treat? I'll see you all next week with another new video. So until then, take care.